Bhagavatam, Chapter 1, The Advent of Lord Krishna, Introduction, Text 24. Vasudeva Kala Anantaha Vasudeva Kala Anantaha Sahasravadanaha Swarat Sahasravadana Swarat Agrataha Bhavita Devaha Agrato Bhavita Devo Harehe Priyachikirshaya Hare Priyachikirshaya Vasudeva Kalanantaha Sahasravadana Swarat Agrato Bhavita Devo Hare Priyachikirshaya. Vasudeva Kala Anantaha. The plenary expansion of Lord Krishna, known as Anantadeva or Sankarshana Ananta, the all-pervasive incarnation of the Supreme Lord, Sahasravadanaha, having thousands of hoods, Swarat, fully independent, Agrataha, previously, Bhavita, will appear, Devaha, the Lord, Harehe, of Lord Krishna, Priyachikirshaya, with the desire to act for the pleasure. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhai Sarna Arvind, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The foremost manifestation of Krishna is Sankarshana, who is known as Ananta. He is the origin of all incarnations within this material world. Previous to the appearance of Lord Krishna, this original Sankarshana will appear as Baladeva, just to please the Supreme Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastimes. Please repeat the translation. The foremost manifestation of Krishna is Sankarshana, who is known as Ananta. He is the origin of all incarnations within this material world. Previous to the appearance of Lord Krishna, this original Sankarshana will appear as Baladeva, just to please the Supreme Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastimes. Purport. Sri Baladeva is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. He is equal in supremacy to the Supreme Godhead. Yet, wherever Krishna appears, Sri Baladeva appears as his brother, sometimes elder and sometimes younger. When Krishna appears, all his plenary expansions and other incarnations appear with him. This is elaborately explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This time, Baladeva would appear before Krishna as Krishna's elder brother. Thus ends the purport and translation to Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 24. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Shukdev Goswami is describing the position of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram before beginning to describe their wonderful transcendental pastimes. Because we should understand who this Krishna and Balaram is, who have appeared in a human-like form in this world and have performed wonderful pastimes with their devotees. So one should not misunderstand Krishna and Balaram to be an ordinary human being like us, who is subject to the threefold miseries, subject to the effect of the three modes, subject to karma. So therefore, their identities are being disclosed by Shukadeva Goswami in these verses before even he begins to describe their wonderful transcendental pastimes. So earlier he described about Lord Krishna in brief. Now this verse describes about Lord Balaram in brief. So here it is described Vasudeva Kala Anantaha, that the foremost expansion of Vasudeva Krishna is known as Ananta, who is actually Sankarshana. The Moola of Ananta is Sankarshana. This Sankarshana is actually Lord Baladeva. So actually Vasudeva Kala refers to Lord Baladev, who is also known as Sankarshana, and whose Kala means a plenary part, is Anantaha. Sahasravadana Swarat, and he has thousands of hoods. Ananta Sesha, appearing in the form of a snake who has thousands of hoods, not one, five, 10, hundreds, thousands of hoods. So he is the master of all the snakes in this creation. Krishna Balaram Gunate Prabhupada ki jai. Swarat, and he is fully independent Lord, indicating his the nature, indicating his nature as the Supreme Lord, because only the Supreme Lord is Swarat. Everybody else is dependent. He is the only Swarat. So, indicating his nature on par with Krishna, Balaram, indicating his nature, his power, his position, his status, all in par with Krishna. Shukadeva Goswami used the word Swarat in describing Lord Balaram, who is also known as Sankarshana, who is also known as Ananta. And Agrata Bhavita. Devo Harehe Agrata Bhavita. This Lord Balaram Bhavita will appear Agrataha before Harehe Lord Krishna. Why? Priyachikir Shaya, to assist Lord Krishna in his wonderful pleasure pastimes in this world. And because he appeared before Lord Krishna, he is understood or known as the elder brother of Lord Krishna in the Leela. In this particular manifestation, in this Leela. Otherwise, Krishna is the origin of all incarnations. But Lord Balaram appeared or manifested himself before Lord Krishna in this world. Otherwise, in the spiritual world, Lord Krishna is the origin of all incarnations, including Balaram. So that's why it is said here, Vasudeva Kala, Lord Balaram is the first expansion, foremost manifestation of Lord Krishna. So, it is described in the scriptures that Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna are not two different personalities. They're actually one. They're only different in terms of their form or structure. Of course, there is another difference in terms of their complexion. Lord Krishna is blackish, Lord Balaram is whitish in their complexion. Otherwise, in terms of power and supremacy, they are not two different persons or two different identities. They're the same. Equally powerful Supreme Lord. Both are Supreme Personality of Godhead themselves. So Krishna is described by Lord Brahma as the primeval Lord. And Lord Balaram is his first expansion, Vasudeva Kala, as explained by Shukadeva Goswami here. And this same Balaram appeared in Kali Yuga 500 years back as Nityananda Prabhu. And the same Lord Krishna appeared 500 years back as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Again, in this manifestation, Lord Nityananda Prabhu came as the elder brother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with a similar intention as he appeared as Lord Balaram in this world. What is that? Hare Priya Chikirsha, to assist Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastimes. Similarly, Nityananda Prabhu also appeared before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to assist Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his wonderful pastimes in this world. So, Sankarshana, Sheshanaga, and the three Vishnus, namely Karanodakashaya Vishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, they're all referred as Yasya Amsha Kala. They referred as plenary portions and portions of the plenary portions of Lord Balaram. Who is Lord Nityananda Prabhu in Kali Yuga? Plenary portion means having the same power, same personality, not another personality. That's the meaning of plenary portion. So, Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshana, and he assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna in this world. He does the work of creating the other 4 forms also. He assists Lord Krishna in creating this universe and millions of universes. in the form of Tesha, particularly, he serves the Lord in various ways. So, these 5 forms of Lord Balaram in which he serves Lord Krishna is explained in one of the scriptures as Mahasankarshana, then Karnarnava Shayi Vishnu, Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu, Kshirodaka Shayi Vishnu, and Shesha. And these 5 forms of Lord Balaram are responsible for both material and spiritual world creation. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for all the creations, both material and spiritual. But in the form of Sheshanaga, he assists Lord Krishna in his personal service. So therefore, Lord Balaram has primarily 2 activities. One is creating the universes, cosmic world, both material and spiritual. One more is serving Lord Krishna personally. So as Sankarshana, Mahasankarshana, also called as Mula Sankarshana, then Mahavishnu, Karnarnavashaya Vishnu is called Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, Kshirodakashaya Vishnu. So in these 4 forms, he does the work of creating all the worlds. In the form of Sesha, he offers personal service to Lord Krishna. And because the nature of his service is unlimited, no beginning and end, nobody can count and measure and understand the extent of Lord Balarama's service to Krishna. He is called Ananta. Unlimited. He serves the Lord in unlimited ways. And Lord Balaram has these primary expansions. Otherwise, there are many other expansions. Unlimited expansions are there. So because of his unlimited nature of the unlimited service to the Lord in unlimited forms and varieties, he is called Ananta. And because he expands in unlimited forms and expansions to assist the Lord in his purpose, he is called Ananta. And Lord Balaram is the chief servitor of the Lord, of Lord Krishna. He is the chief servant of Lord Krishna. Although he is the Supreme Lord, he considers himself as a servant of Lord Krishna. That is the attitude and mood of Lord Balaram or Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And in offering such unlimited services, Lord Balaram tastes unlimited bliss in the service of Lord Krishna. So Balarama's own expansion is called Mahasankarshana, who is the source of all other Purushas, the 3 Purushas, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, and Mahasankarshana. So why they're called Purusha? One who assists the Lord in material creation is called a Purusha. So these are the first 3 Purushas in the manifestation of Lord Balaram. And all these 3 Purushas, namely Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, they are responsible for material creation. Material creation. Because these 3 Vishnus They're there only in this material world, not in the spiritual world. These three Vishnus are not present in the spiritual world, in the Vaikuntha planets. They're in the material cosmos. What is the Lakshana of a Purusha? Somebody to be a Purusha. Actually, nobody can become a Purusha, but in establishing the position of Vishnu, Rupa Goswami describes in Laghu Bhagavatamrita what is the Lakshana of a Purusha. He also quotes Vishnu Purana in this regard. He says, in Vishnu Purana it is described, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Purushottama, Lord Krishna, who is free from the contamination of 6 material dualities. So these Purushas, Mahavishnu and others, they are free from contamination of 6 material dualities. Birth, growth, existence, byproduct, dwindling, vanishing. These things are not present in the nature of these 3 Vishnus. That means they're transcendental, liberated personalities, not human beings of this world. So Krishna, also certainly being the origin of all these Vishnus, also is free from all the contamination of these material dualities. And Krishna's plenary expansion are these Vishnus. Then the other quality of the Purusha is they're master of all living entities. They're always free and liberated from all association with material energy or Maya. He is eternally spiritual, blissful, and has a transcendental form. Then all the incarnations come from, in this world, appear from Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. This Sesha, whom we talked about, actually is an expansion of Shvetadvipa, the Lord of Shvetadvipa. In other words, Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. So Sesha is an expansion of Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, who is the Lord of Shvetadvipa in this universe. And this Sesha, who is one of the expansions of Lord Balaram, he holds all the planets upon his heads, although he does not know where they are present on his hoods. So his thousands of extended hoods are adorned with dazzling jewels. So his hoods are decorated with dazzling jewels, more brilliant than sunshine. This universe, which measures about 500 million yojanas, 1 yojana is 8 miles, 1 mile is 1.6 kilometer, 1 million is 10 lakhs. So we count like that, as per the Indian system, metric system, it comes to about, as per the British system, it comes to about 4 billion square miles is the diameter of this universe. 4 billion square mile, the diameter of this universe. And such a large body is present on Lord Ananta's, Sesha's head, and he does not know where it is on his hood also. So that is why he is again called Shesha, meaning the end of this personality cannot be understood by us. Shesha means end, but the end of this personality cannot be understood. Therefore, this Shesha is actually Ananta. He is a devotee incarnation of the Lord. There are not only incarnations of Vishnu, there are incarnation of devotees of the Lord also. Shesha is one among them. He is a devotee incarnation of the Supreme Lord. So describing this Ananta or Sheshanaga, Srila Jiva Goswami describes in Krishna Sandarbha like this. So this Sri Ananta Dev has thousands of faces and is fully independent, always ready to serve the Supreme Lord, and he waits for the order of Krishna. Such powerful, great personality is also waiting for the order of Krishna to serve Krishna for his pleasure. Awaiting his order constantly. So we can just imagine then how much eager we must also be to serve Lord Krishna. And we must also be awaiting the order of the Lord manifesting through the spiritual master for us. So this Shesha, who's Ananta, who is actually Sankarshana, is the first expansion of Vasudeva. And because he appears by his own will, he is called Swarat. There's another meaning of the word Swarat used by Shukadeva Goswami also in today's verse. Out of their own choice, they appear to this world, appear in this world, not by force of guna kala karma. When we take birth, there's a force of guna kala karma, not by choice. We all take birth, including Brahma, although known as the creator of this universe. He himself is created because of guna kala karma. He is not independent of karma. And all the devatas, 33 crore devatas, they are born by the force of karma and not free to act. Although they are controllers, universal administrators, yet they are also controlled in every move, thought, and action of theirs. They are not free. They may be controlling this world, different aspects of administration. They may be controlling different jivas to different degrees, but they themselves are also controlled by higher forces, and that is Vishnu. Through his Shakti called Kala, through his representation, Vishnu's representation called Kala in this world. So Kala dictates everything in this world. That Kala is another feature of Lord Vishnu, by which he exhibits his supremacy over everything, his supreme dominion over everything in this cosmic creation. That is why we can see even Brahma and all the devatas, although they're administering the universe, creating the universe, even they vanish one day. They have to die one day. That means they're not independent. But Vishnu is fully independent. So this Shesha, who's that Vishnu, is infinite and transcendental to all limits of time and space. So that Ananta, whose expansion of Vishnu, Vasudeva Sankarshana, appears as the thousand-headed Shesha. In the Skanda Purana, Ayodhya Mahatmya chapter, it is described by Vyasadeva. The Devata, demigod Indra, requested Lord Shesha, who was standing before him as Lakshmana, to please go to his eternal abode in Vishnu Loka, where his expansion Shesha with his serpentine hoods is also present. So, after dispatching Lakshmana to the regions of Patala, Lord Indra returned to his abode. When Lakshmana appeared as the younger brother of Lord Rama, this Seshanak entered his body and came as Lakshmana to assist Lord Rama in his Leela. So when Lord Rama finished his Leela and went back to Ayodhya, Shesha again separates from Lakshmana. And Shesha returns to his planet in Patala Loka. And Lakshmana returns to Vaikuntha Loka. So whenever there is a need, then Lakshmana comes with Lord Rama. When Lakshmana comes, Shesha also joins him. The same is true with Lord Balaram. When Lord Balaram appears in this world to assist Lord Krishna in his Leelas, Shesha comes from Patala Loka and joins within Lord Balarama's body and assists the Lord in his pastimes. And when Lord Balarama goes back to Goloka Vrindavana, Shesha goes back to Patala and remains here. Because whenever the Lord comes, he has to be present. When Lord Balarama appears, he has to be ready to join him to assist Lord Krishna in his pastimes. So this Lakshmana is appearing from the second quadruple expansion of Vasudeva Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha. Laghu Bhagavatamrita explains the Sankarshana of the second group of quadruple forms of Lord Krishna appear as Rama. So the second Vasudeva, because the first Vasudeva Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha appearing from Lord Balaram. Then from that Sankarshana, the second set of quadruple forms of Vishnu, namely Vasudeva Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha appears. From this second Vasudeva, Lord Rama appears. So these are all very, very technical and very specific detail described by the Acharyas. So Lord Rama appears in the second quadruple form, taking with him Sesha, who bears all the global spheres. As we call it as law of gravitation. His law of gravitation is the law of or the power manifested by Shesha. His unlimited power manifested by Shesha, Ananta Shesha, is actually Lord Balaram, actually Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So therefore, sometimes Nityananda Prabhu is referred as Nityananda Balaram, because both are the same. They're not in incarnation. Nityananda Prabhu is not an incarnation. He's Swayam Balaram. And Lord Chaitanya is not incarnation. He is Swayam Krishna. So, the Sesha who bears these lobes is a potent incarnation of Sankarshana. And therefore he is called as Sankarshana. And the bedstead feature we see Lord Vishnu lies on. The bedstead feature of Shesha presents himself as an eternal servitor of the Lord. Then in Vishnu Dharmottara, it is explained, which is also further cross-referenced in Laghu Bhagavatamrita, that this Rama is an incarnation of Vasudeva, as I told. Lakshmana is an incarnation of Sankarshana. Bharata is an incarnation of Pradyumna, and Shatrughna is an incarnation of Aniruddha. Padma Purana describes Lord Ramachandra as an incarnation of Narayana. And Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna are incarnations of Sesha and Shanka and Chakra of Lord Vishnu. So, I'm sorry, Chakra and Shanka. Bharata is Chakra and Shatrughna is Shanka, which is held by in Narayana's hand. And this Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna also are appearing as assistants or three attendants for Lord Rama. So, Further, it is described that Lord Balaram, because he appears to assist Lord Krishna in his pastimes, Hare Priya Chikir Shaya. So, these pastimes are recorded in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. So many pastimes are described there of Lord Balaram. So, sometimes Lord Balaram plays like a bull and fights with Krishna head to head. Sometimes Lord Krishna massages Balarama's feet when he's tired. So you can just imagine the position of Lord Balaram. So, just like ordinary boys, they appear, they play, they enjoy transcendental bliss in this way. They played like roaring bulls as they fought with each other, and they imitated the calls of various animals. These are all described in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. So sometimes when Balaram becomes tired after playing and lays head on the lap of Krishna, Krishna would relieve his fatigue and tiredness by massaging Balarama's feet. So like that. Even though Balarama, there is a pastime in Bhagavatam, once Balarama became very angry because they disregarded Lord Krishna. The Kauravas disregarded Lord Krishna. The episode is that Lord Krishna's son Samba somehow became attracted to the daughter of Duryodhana by name Lakshmana, and he brought her from her palace without the permission of Duryodhana. And that caused anger to all the Kauravas. And then, of course, they knew that this son of Krishna is very powerful and very heroic. And they actually recognized his power and heroism. Yet they thought they should teach some lesson to this boy. So therefore, they all got together and waged a war and defeated him and arrested him. Then the news very soon reached the Pandavas, Lord Krishna, not Pandavas, Lord Krishna, and Yadus. Then they wanted to wage a war with the Kauravas and finish them all. Then Balaram said, no, 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 no. For this entire Yadu army need not go. I will go myself. One person is enough. I will deal the situation on your behalf. And just imagine Lord Balarama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, being very submissive and obedient and always in the mood of service to Lord Krishna, assistance to Lord Krishna, volunteered to go on behalf of Krishna and the Yadus to see what the Kauravas are up to, whether they're going to give Duryodhana's daughter happily, voluntarily, or only by waging a war, and the war to decide whether Lakshmana will be brought to the Yadus or not. Anyway, Balarama is unlimitedly powerful. Who can face him? So Balarama goes to representing the Yadus and Krishna. At that time, Kauravas very, very, very badly criticized and undermined Lord Krishna and his supremacy. There are many unmentionable statements by Duryodhan and the Kauravas. Cannot even hear. They said Krishna has falsely accepted the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma insignia, which belongs to Vishnu. Like that, they went on and on. where the slipper is supposed to be, it is on the place of the head, comparing Lord Krishna to be Kaurava's slippers. Like this and all they started speaking. Balarama, his anger bubbled, grew up like anything. He manifested an ocean of transcendental anger. And he took his halayudha, his mace, his hala, and started dragging Hastinapura into Yamuna. So the entire Hastinapura is supposed to fall into Yamuna, drown into Yamuna. So that time, Duryodhana and senior members of the Kauravas realized that actually we are playing with Balaram, who is actually our master and the supreme Lord. And then they beg pardon, and then they hand over Lakshmana to satisfy Lord Balaram. And Balaram brings Lakshmana victoriously to marry her to the son of Lord Krishna. At that time, Lord Balarama himself makes this statement. What is the value of a throne to Lord Krishna, you foolish people? The masters of the various planetary systems accept the dust of his lotus feet on their crowned heads. That dust makes the holy places sacred. And even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Mother Lakshmi, and even I myself, who are all portions of his plenary portions, eternally carry the dust on our heads. So, like this, Balarama spoke. So we can just imagine the position of Lord Krishna and the position of Balaram, even though he is the supreme personality of Godhead. How he is considering himself simply a portion of the Lord and carrying Lord Krishna's dust upon his head, always ready to serve him. That Krishna is. Therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Britya. Yare Yaiche Nachaya Seitaiche Kare Nritya. He says that everyone is under the control, supreme control of Lord Krishna. He is the only independent master. Even Balarama considers himself as dependent on Lord Krishna, not independent. So even Balarama is not independent, and all the Purushas are not independent. The quadruple forms are not independent. What do you speak of the Devatas are not independent? What do you speak of the tiny Jiva of this world? He thinks himself to be independent, and that is the greatest illusion. So, in this way, Lord Balarama manifests various pastimes to serve the Lord. Lord Krishna also enjoys serving Lord Balaram. Some of the demons Lord Krishna killed personally, some of the demons Balaram killed personally. Thereby they enjoyed transcendental bliss in killing these demons. It was a great sport and causing transcendental bliss to the Gopas and to the devotees of Vrindavan. They have come to simply extend, or give the experience of transcendental bliss to their devotees in Vrindavan. So we'll see Shukadeva Goswami describe. So he has described Krishna and Balaram. Next he will describe about Yog Maya, her appearance. Now Balaram's appearance is over. Krishna's appearance is being, just introduction is being given. Next he will talk about the appearance of Yoga Maya. Stop here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.